What? Praying for peace at this temple, with this peace at my temple. Asking the Lord, how come my life's not more simple?
Hello, shalom, hola, and welcome to Celebrity Predictions with me, Mystic Reverend Travis Tidwell, and my co-host, Ashley,
the Pisces Life Coach.
Pisces Life Coach. That's right, that's right. And we want to thank all of our YouTube subscribers for coming in and checking out Celebrity Predictions. We're so happy.
Thank you for all the new followers.
Yeah,
I know.
thank you so much.
We've gotten really good feedback. I'm so excited.
Yeah, this has been very exciting for us to share this information. She's my go-to girl for this kind of stuff, and
no, it's been I think you guys have probably heard this from the last episode, that there's been a lot of repetition. Like Kanye West is like all over everyone's social media. He's blowing up just with his listening parties, Donda. But before we even get into some of these things, I wanted to actually let everybody know, because we like to follow up from previous predictions that we've had, that it's looking like Newsom's doing pretty good in the polls, so I really don't think Caitlyn Jenner has a chance. So Travis called that one, which I think we all kind of saw.
Yeah, Caitlyn's not going to. But before we go any further,
Yes.
I do want to thank my executive producer here, Athena,
Athena,
my beautiful daughter, for again always making these things happen for us. And of course, we want to give the ultimate praise to Yahweh.
Yes, it's not your way or my way. It's
Yahweh. That's right. And we're just trying to say, as cosmic starseeds here tonight, that in sharing these celebrity predictions is all part of the spiritual plan.
Yes. And if you're already on here on Celebrity Predictions, then you need to go over to the Spiritual Life with Travis Tidwell, so you can get a little knowledge up in there and get your spiritual strength going. And this might just dumb down our mind, but it's just for fun.
Yeah. So we have here, she has...
another person too is Britney Spears. She's not going to get charged with the battery. Remember we asked about that?
Yeah, we talked about that. Yeah, Britney, we'll do a quick little general on Britney. One thing... Britney, it will never be the same. I feel it's going to take a long time for her to get the aura or the energy that she used to carry on.
I don't think she'll ever get it back. I think she's forever changed. But speaking of what's going on, like her boyfriend, her longtime boyfriend, was seen today looking for engagement rings at Cartier.
Oh, God bless him.
So we'll see where that goes.
We
might be able to predict something.
I follow her on Instagram, believe it or not. Because I'm an old Britney's fan. You know what I'm saying?
I'm a huge Britney fan. Actually, I really love her.
Yeah, Toxic's my favorite one, but there's other ones out there.
There's the other ones.
Yes, there is. She's very beautiful, but she's lost her physique in some way. Even though she's not overweight or anything, yes, she has.
I'm just saying, like.
I'm sorry. I'm very critical. And I shouldn't be, because I'm overweight. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the perfect specimen of a man, but we're not talking about me.
No, it's. You tell it like it is.
Sorry. But no, you can tell that she's not overweight. You can tell that she's still working out to some degree, but her energy has changed. Her physique has changed.
Her life
and
force
her eyes.
Been
You can see. You
out
can
of
see it in her eyes, man.
She had a
nervous breakdown.
Yeah. Multiple.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
she's had, and I feel bad for her. She was like the new age Marilyn Monroe, man. And Marilyn's my favorite girls is Marilyn.
See, I don't necessarily agree with that. That's just moi. I think the closest thing to Marilyn for me was Anna Nicole. That's when I see Marilyn all over.
Wow. Okay, that could have been a close one.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going with Britney because she has been a smarter businesswoman. You know what I'm saying? Even though she didn't make it in her acting career. That's one thing Marilyn Monroe did. She wasn't so much the singer, but her acting and modeling was, she was a double threat. She might not have been a triple threat, but she was a double threat for sure, And back for her days when she was a woman, gaining what she did was a task. And we tell you that.
Yeah. She accomplished a lot, and she also endured a lot of drama too.
And got involved.
God bless her soul.
And got involved with the wrong people. But anyway,
a lot of wrong people.
A lot, yeah.
A lot of. Actually, we should maybe do a reading on her in the future sometime. I don't know. That's some intense shit though. Like Marilyn Monroe,
no, I wouldn't do that. I would want her to rest in peace. The poor girl was murdered. She was murdered. She was probably going to finger Jack Kennedy and Bobby Kennedy for both sleeping with her. Plus, she
what
knew.
What did you say? Did you say she was gonna what?
You know, snitch on the brothers and the mafia and all
I
that.
thought you said fingered.
Oh,
We're
fingered
so-
maybe. She was gonna finger. Yeah.
Continue. I was like, oh my
Yeah.
god.
Okay. Maybe did I use that terminology? I'm sorry. It's been a long day, but no, seriously, come on, people out there, come on.
I'm done.
Yeah, she's listening. She's being a good listener. Yeah. But no, poor Marilyn. Really, I mean, she was abused as a child growing up. She had a rough life. She became an icon. She still is an icon.
She is definitely an icon.
I was at a salon today getting my man's makeover done, and thank you, Shelley, for that. And in the bathroom, it was a lot of Marilyn Monroe. I almost took a picture because I love her. She had this glow about her that made her very, very special for her time. Not like any other woman, to be very honest with you.
She shined from inside.
Yeah,
yes.
no, there was an inside shine for her. Same thing. I'll tell you another beautiful woman who you could see that it was Sophia Loren growing up. She's an older actress, you know, older generation. But there's a few of these women who really carried themselves very well, and they had just this energy about them. Or my other favorite, Brigitte Bardot. My God, you know, Brigitte Bardot was just a natural, stunning beauty growing up for me.
I'm just trying to. Oh yeah, she was definitely gorgeous. Ooh, yeah, she was exotic as hell.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, moving on. Anyways,
Yeah,
like she
yeah,
was
yeah.
more old school.
Yeah,
Hollywood.
It was a different generation of actors, but again, we're
They were a lot
talking
classier,
Marilyn.
I'm sure.
We're talking women in the 40s and 50s who were doing big things when women were doing shit.
Yeah,
except for
exactly.
taking care of the kids, baby, and
Yeah.
shut up and make me that pot pie. You know what I mean?
I was just thinking like white picket fence America. Well, since things are no longer like that, fast forward to 2021 and shit. Basically, I don't know if you guys have been reviewing. I don't know if you guys have been reviewing the news, but there seems to be a little bit of scandal once again surrounding the Kardashians. Kourtney's ex Scott Disick is now just so upset that she is living her best life with Travis Barker, and I know that he's been sending messages to some of her exes. Now, I guess my question is, because a lot of people thought that Kourtney Kardashian and Travis Barker were going to be together just for kind of like a promotional reasons. Just it was kind of like a, you know, when like celebrities like plan to date each other to just kind of be more marketable, basically. But when I look at their pictures, they personally look very happy to me, and I think some people are upset about it. So I was gonna see if maybe you can dive into some of the energies surrounding this three-way of Kourtney.
Well, it's amazing you say that because her life path number is 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, so in my philosophy, you know, Kourtney's a young soul, third time here on Earth, very expressive, but likes to socialize. She loves it. She does. She's a great decorator. She knows how to throw things together. She's very creative. She's an artist, really, in different ways. And family's important for her. I like Kourtney.
I really like Kourtney a lot,
So do
too.
I do too. Oh my God.
And I know. Oh my God, like what if?
All right, getting back to the biz though. Yeah, I like her. She's third time here on Earth. You know, we say she's social, but you know, because of the money, it's made her more social. But she does have her private moments. She probably dreams, has heavy dreams, maybe even dreams that come true. Looking at her cycle, and her angel is Michael. But let's see the cycle she's currently in. Ooh, she's in a 9 cycle right now. Bad luck for her. She needs to be very, very careful. Kourtney, be careful! No!
If you need a reading, Kourtney, he's your guy.
Yeah, I'm telling you, baby. Right now, Kourtney, here's the deal, Kourtney. People who've been disappointing you this past year, now this year it's getting worse. The angel Gabriel is showing you who you can trust and who you cannot trust. It's kind of hard. Now, this might be a time where you need to go into seclusion and listen to your higher self and start working with your dreams right now. There's cautions about doing anything recreational that's dangerous. So I would be very careful and trusting.
All the damn time, though, like all the time.
Yeah. But that's where she's at on her numbers. Let's look at Scott Disick.
Disick.
And is he the original Scott?
Well, tell me how you really feel. You're like Disick.
Disick.
I was like, okay. No, it's Disick, but
okay.
yeah, that is the original Scott. So they were
here.
together for what, like 10 years? They were high school sweethearts, maybe even younger.
Wow, is that right?
Yeah, I just find it odd because she's dated a few people after they've broken up. Like they have a family together. But at the same time, like he has never seemed like he's been outright jealous. I mean, he dates barely legal girls, which is absolutely disgusting to me. And now he's mad that she has
Keeps
a
him
real
young,
man.
honey. Keeps him young.
At least she dates someone her damn age. Like Travis Barker is a G. He's an OG.
Well, age don't have anything to do with anything, really. It never has most of the time that people have been on Earth, to be very honest with you, in many cultures.
I don't know. I feel like they
be
have an
very honest with
obsession
you.
with youth. That's just me, though.
And it could be. I'm not going to deny that, but I'm just saying this is nothing that's not been here before. But right now, for Scott, he was born at 7, which means he's very restless within his soul for change. No matter what you do, Scott, you're still not happy.
Yeah.
Call me.
He's always been like that.
It's prayer meditation, bro. It's prayer meditation.
I don't think anything can save his soul at
See,
this
Scott
point.
wants to be famous, which he already is. He wants to achieve some kind of greatness. He has to be an authority what he does for a living. There's some control issues here, Scott.
Oh, absolutely. And if you're
Your angel is Anna L., who's an angel of destiny here, which also tells us, Scott, that you're a good healer, really. For you, only in darkness can light shine, on some level. You need to stop being a perfectionist when it's not worthy. It's not right. Get back in your rational mind here. But your current cycle, let's see here, is that a 526, right?
526, correct.
Yeah, another 9 cycle. Oh my God. So same thing for him as Kourtney. There's some dangerous stuff going on right now between them, for sure.
She just posted some pretty traumatic shit.
And feelings of betrayal for both of these people.
Oh yeah, you already know.
So that's not good. And he's a Gemini, Taurus.
She insinuated that their relationship was a little bit more abusive than what things led on.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure there's definitely secrets there. Let's look at Travis Barker real quick here.
Which I think I told you a story about Travis Barker. My dad used to work on like those really expensive RC cars, the ones that were like $5,000.
Yeah.
For no reason. And so Travis Barker was actually one of his clients. And my dad would say like Travis was very like chop, get it done. And my dad was like, fuck you on my time. Yeah. My dad was such a G. He reminds me of you sometimes. Yeah. And so like Travis would just have to go along with it, so. But my dad worked on Travis Barker's
That's
RC
right,
car.
because ain't nothing like a man who can say what he want to say, do what he want to do.
Oh, my dad was a Gemini. You already know.
Ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it. I love Ice Cube for that rhyme. Sickest rhyme any man could adapt in his life right now. Ain't nothing to it. Gangster rap made me do it. Ain't nothing like a man who can say what he want to say.
True.
Do what he want. I'm serious. Come on now. Let's think about that in private. Going back to Travis Barker here. Let's see his cycle. Was that who? Yeah, we're doing.
Yeah,
Travis.
so we're talking about like the 3 ways.
Yeah.
So I'm really gonna think that the energy is gonna primarily focus around Kourtney because she's living her best life right now. I don't think I've seen her as happy as I've seen her, and I don't follow her on Instagram, but the pictures look a little juicy, a little hot and heavy.
Okay, hold on here. Yeah, I bet she's a beautiful girl.
How about if Travis is a beautiful man?
There you go. Yeah, this is her second time here on Earth. His, excuse me. He's a young soul, so he's going to keep his youth. Balance is his key phrase. He can have temper tantrums.
Oh, he's a Scorpio.
Oh, yeah. Has to feel needed, but does like his privacy and does keep secrets. Very talented with his hands on more than one level. But balance is his key phrase throughout his whole life, which means he's always going to be challenged to keep his emotional balance in some way. Looking at his current cycle, and his angel is Gabriel. So he should like the color purple besides blue. 2 cycle right now also, which means, Travis is having some past memory as a child growing up. He's processing childhood stuff, things of that nature. He's rebuilding his life right now in some way.
It's funny that you brought that up because I don't know if you knew that Travis Barker got into that deadly plane crash and he literally almost died. Everyone died on the plane except for him and like maybe one other person. That happened in 2008. He didn't fly all the way up into this previous weekend. So talking about rebuilding his life, I actually do see that happening right now.
Yeah. No, he's in a rebuild. And, but yeah, I mean, very talented, obviously, but still working through some stuff, man. Very spiritual, he's very intuitive.
Kourtney seems pretty spiritual as well, too.
You know?
She's the one out of everybody that keeps it.
You know, and that might be why he's
God-focused.
still alive, honestly. I mean, Angel Gabriel has promised him a long life, obviously. Get down Travis Barker. I'm serious, man. That's great. If you get to see this, God bless you, man. Seriously. And, you know, it only gets better for your next few cycles. So I see a move coming for Travis Barker, maybe beginning of this next year. And maybe at some point, it could be more than just a move. It could be a second property or a third property or something like that going on around him.
I think I might have read somewhere the other day that he was looking for houses in Kourtney's neighborhood, so that's pretty spot on as well.
And I would see him also reuniting, coming up here with some musicians, and he'll be doing something for sure in the studio in 2022.
So that leads me to my question, though. The energies that surround Kourtney and Travis, is this for show, or is this like a genuine
let's find out right
attraction?
now.
'Cause
Let's find out.
I'd be bummed out if it's fake.
Kourtney
I really like them
Kardashian.
together.
Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker. Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker. Go Travis, dog. Shit. You're the man, SA. I'm telling you right now, Holmes. I'm serious, dog. She's gorgeous. You got lucky. You got lucky.
She's a level up from Shannon.
Yeah.
I'll
I'm
give
sure,
him that.
like all women, she's work, brother. I'm sure, but no. Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker. Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker. Kourtney Kardashian with Travis Barker. We seek to know for Kourtney this day where she's at, where she's going with her intimate communication and relationship with Travis Barker. Of course, we ask the great spirit of the tarot present with us this night for her insight, as I seek to know for Kourtney Kardashian this day where she's at, where she's going with her intimate communication relation with Travis Barker. Let's see what spirit shows us here tonight. Make sure you date that on top too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you know, maybe she's felt a little unstable at times. They're having happiness, but it's in lesser degrees than what it was, which means that, you know, the height and the ecstasy's worn down a little bit. Okay.
That sucks.
Yeah, it does. And there's conversations that travel around her and him possibly, and there's something that they're not agreeing with. Okay. I feel that it's been all about vacation or travel for them, or, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying things in the past. Recently, you know, Travis has been collaborating to make more money, and there's something new going on, as I said before. And maybe at some point they've even collaborated in some way of doing something, you know, on a money level.
That a lot of people feel that way.
But, you know, I also feel, too, that, you know, Travis Barker is a rock and roll star. Mm-hmm. And sometimes these guys have patterns. You know what I mean?
But he's also Scorpio.
And I'm telling you right now, Travis, don't blow this now.
The Kardashians will put you 6 feet under, and no one will.
Well,
ever know.
I feel this relationship's a lot of work for her, to be very honest with you. And I feel at some point she's hoping not to feel shipwrecked. Archangel Michael's with her tonight. People close to her believe that really, you know, it might not look like it is on the inside as people think on the outside. And I hate to say that, and I'm hoping I'm wrong. But like I said, there is some happiness. Maybe there's an anniversary coming up around them in some way. Mm-hmm. But I kind of feel that between now and the next month or two coming up, there'll be a moment where she might feel Travis has gone rogue on her.
So let me ask you, like, are they in it for fame or for love?
No, I feel that there's an attraction there. You know what I'm saying? But I do feel that there's some dynamics here that, you know, they haven't thought through. You know what I'm saying? In some aspect for themselves. And I feel that...
Yeah, there's a lot of hard cards coming up.
Well, you know, there's some disappointments coming for her with him, and maybe just with life in general on that on some level. I mean...
So you think they really do like each other?
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't feel like there's an enterprise they're doing that they're making money from being together. I mean, the tabloids, they're not going to make money on that.
Yeah.
No, I feel that there's this attraction they have, and I mean, what man in his right mind, even a blind man could tell she's beautiful.
Oh, for the love of God. So, to add an extra layer on this onion, so is Scott Disick still in love with Kourtney?
That would be a question to ask, but let me finish this real quick.
Do your thing, boss.
Yeah. You know, so for Kourtney, she's still feeling very unstable about planning the future with this guy. They are talking about moving in someplace new. Like I said, that's in the vibration. But she's just wondering if he can be the man to really be strong enough to handle this relationship. But I still see it moving forward no matter what I say right now. I feel that he tells her that she's the perfect woman. She's intimate with her body with him at times, not with her heart. And we'll see. She could get out of social unrest with him, which means that if he's restless within his soul for change and not being happy, it's going to make her feel the same way.
Yep.
So they need to call me, and I can help them work that out.
Or leave Travis Barker to come to Travis Tidwell.
That's right. Travis, come to Travis right now.
Travis on Travis.
Yeah, seriously, because but you know, no relationship is perfect, but yeah, there's some definite challenges there. Mm-hmm. Let's ask and see if Scott Disick, right? Disick. I changed my fucking last name. Excuse me, Scott Disick. And I seek to know for Scott Disick right now. I want to know if he's still in love with Kourtney Kardashian. Is Scott Disick still in love with Kourtney Kardashian? I asked the great spirit of the tarot for a trend site. Hi, executive producer.
Or maybe he's just annoyed that she's actually in the media and he's like, I can't look at this anymore. It's disgusting.
That would just be a dick. But anyway, they're all hogs when it comes to meat as far as I'm concerned. But, you know, we're asking if he's in love with her. There's a lot of gossip going on around her, and he's definitely unhappy. He feels shipwrecked with her in some way. Angel Michael's in the house with Gabriel. Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm. He's mad.
He still has feelings for her, but there's too much damage there. Mm-hmm. This guy wants his cake and his ice cream.
You can definitely tell that.
Yeah, you know.
He has a snotty, like,
he's more arrogant. Yeah,
boy.
he's just an arrogant little guy who wants what he wants, you know, and that's just the way it is. And money doesn't mean shit to him, you know, so... She's got her hands full if she ever tries to go back with Scott.
I don't think that'll ever happen. I think she's made that pretty clear. Well, all right then. Well, thank you so much. I mean, and for everybody that wants to get the inside scoop, but that was some pretty detailed information.
Now, real quickly, I want to talk about Kanye West. He's always got something going on in the news. People question his mental balance, his spiritual integrity.
So recently, he just completed the last of the 3-part listening party, and I personally loved every single song. There was a few things that I found a little odd, to be honest, like Marilyn Manson hanging out at the house for a long time next to the baby. I don't know if you saw, but there was a giant church on top of a plot of dirt, and there was cars and people walking in unison. The whole thing was a little crazy.
No, I didn't really see that. So I don't keep on top of that.
There was also a table. They said that from one of the viewers or the people that actually showed up, that there was a table with a one candle. So making people lead to believe that he was actually trying to conduct a seance to, he was using the people's energy in the stadium to contact his mother. We
talked about that a little bit. Yeah, he used the crowd to channel his mother.
So I guess my question for you is that when I heard the Donda chanting, I wasn't freaked out about it, but people are trying to take it super left. So was that Kanye's intention?
Because it's very uncomfortable for people to think about attracting a spirit of somebody's mother that they don't even know into a room, you know, and the crowd being that big to manifest something like that.
Oh, you know, that was a lot of energy because it was sold out 3 different times.
Yeah. And Light Sage right now as we speak, man, to cleanse this energy.
You were like, in fact, I don't like this energy.
Yeah, no,
but
so
I didn't even think about it like that. It's it is probably awkward for people to be like, we're going to channel his mom.
It's just not appropriate now. That'd be like John Edwards saying, okay, let's channel this person. Everybody chant their name. You know what I'm saying? It's just that shouldn't happen now. No, bad and good for Kanye is that he's a Gemini. It's bad and good. You know what I'm saying? But let's see here.
And if you guys are watching the show, you guys have known that we've been pretty consistent with Kanye. He's just been in the news consistently for the past few months. So like we've said before in our previous podcast, if you guys have any questions, comments, or any suggestions for any celebrities that you would like us to cover, please drop a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. honestly, all the new followers have been really awesome. So we want to hear something back from you. So help us out.
Yeah, well, good news for Kanye right now is that probably the worst is over. Or if you're listening to your higher self, Kanye, I mean, it's all about mental stability and focus right now. I mean, this is Kanye's only second time here on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a young soul, very emotional, and that's something that he needs to be very, very careful about. He's, part of his karma is to learn how to keep his emotional balance, We also know that he's a master in music, for sure. I mean, I love a lot of his music.
He's a fucking genius. I love Kanye.
I don't love everything he does, but there's a lot of stuff I love about the guy, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And I his personality has shifted. I'm not going to get involved in politics, but you fucked up there, Kanye.
Well, no. So I kind of want to know. Now that he's in this mind space, his mental space, I know a lot of people are perceiving this as either demonic and satanic. Would you be able to cover some of the energies? Is it really?
Well, we'll
satanic?
look at Kanye real quick, and if there's anything negative like that, we'll be able to see that. But
Gotcha.
I really don't see that right now. Kanye's in a 1 cycle this year on his birthday, so it's all about new beginnings, new ideas. He'll be reinventing himself physically. He'll change his image in this cycle, and he'll create something totally different than what he's had before. Mm-hmm. And we'll see how that works out. But let's see here for Kanye.
All you Kanye fans.
Are you Kanye West fans?
He never
that
stops.
West Coast shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's the equivalent to my Beyonce. Like, I'm always waiting for the next shit to drop. But like, I with Beyonce, I'm a spectator. I'm not a fan. But with Kanye, I'm definitely a fan. Definitely.
Yeah, they're great artists, but I love a variety of music. And a good artist I really like that I just found is called Samantha Fish. Mm-hmm. If you've never heard of her, check her out. There's also a new Japanese rock band, and I can't even pronounce their name, but they're brand new on YouTube. They're Japanese rock, and they are very entertaining.
It's very kabuki.
Yeah.
Is that kabuki? Like,
yeah, the old Japanese theater
mm-hmm.
they bring in with the new age rock. I thought it was fantastic and just
it's very
incredible.
dramatic. So if you watch anime, this is totally for you.
Totally. Check that out. And you can also go to Travis Tidwell, Time Has Come, my album out. Check that out on Spotify. It's also on YouTube. On my YouTube channel, there's a couple songs there. But anyway, going back to Kanye West. Mm-hmm. Kanye West, I ask the great spirit of the tarot present this day for Trinsight as I seek to know for Kanye West this day. I wonder where's he at? Where's he going? His life in general. Immediate vibration, life in general, Kanye West. Immediate vibration, life in general, Kanye West. Immediate vibration, life in general. Again, I ask the great spirit of the tarot for a true insight. Let's see what we get, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm trying to see if this is really a seance, because I need to know.
Well, it's very powerful stuff, I'll give you an example. Also, some powerful stuff. When I went and seen the Stones 3 different times, you'll notice they're playing classical music, and they're putting all the seven colors of the chakra centers out there in the sky while they're doing that.
Oh.
They're invoking angels.
Oh, I mean, when people, because I personally dug the whole Kanye thing. When I went to Kendrick Lamar, that was more satanic to me. The stuff I saw with the burning crosses, that I did not feel comfortable at that concert. Kanye, I was like,
Well, Kanye needs to be careful because he's spending a lot of money. And he could be overspending money, to be very, very honest with you right now. Sometimes we think that, okay, we're on top, and we are to a degree, but he's had legal problems recently. There's been delays in travel for him. He hasn't had patience. He could be being defrauded right now out of money, but he's definitely overspending. He's not talking a lot about it. He's acting like everything's okay, but it possibly might not be. He did get some kind of a new record deal or some new kind of agreement recently with some money. But Angel Ariel says that he's very stubborn. Gabriel says he's also having some kind of an awakening right now.
I could see that.
So, maybe this spiritual awakening has brought him into different variations of spirituality or looking at different variations. The rumor has it on the streets.
Or like the shadow side, basically.
He's been studying with people who are satanic, which I wouldn't advise that with anybody.
Well, yeah, because actually the rumor is that when Kanye had his breakdown, they had 2 famous Satanists actually go in there and do prayers for him, which I found odd. And then he left the hospital with them a few days later. And then to have Marilyn Manson.
But we have no proof of that, do we?
No, there is. Let me get it. I will get back for the next celebrity prediction. Okay, I got this. I got this covered.
God. Okay,
no, I got this covered because
we're not liable for any of this information.
No, it's for entertainment purposes.
Dominion did not steal the vote. No,
but I'm actually curious. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is he dabbling in? And I think what people consider satanic isn't even really satanic. It's just the fact that they don't understand.
All right, let's get back to Kanye on this now. So, you know, he does have a fear of having more heartbreaks and more losses. You know, he's probably had 3 big relationships that didn't work out. Or let's not say did work out, just completed his karma with them. And that's the way it is for all of us. He's hoping not to feel betrayed by marriage again or have that kind of vibration. He should be smoking some good-ass weed. Between now and the next month or 2, I see him feeling shipwrecked at times, waiting on other people's reactions and circumstances before he can react. He might be feeling like he's deceived by people between now and the next 3 days for new beginnings with business and opportunities. And he might be deceiving himself at some point. I also see him dreaming with his mother coming up here, which is a great experience for him. I do see him to be very open-minded with his creative ideas, which has been one of his genius effects for him. But I feel right now there could be other things blocking him. And I also see him having some health problems, to be very honest with you, between now and the next 3 to 6 months. Everything that comes to him that's positive still has a little negative to it. So I do see a return of love and happiness coming to him. Maybe he's looking for something a little bit more unconventional with love, you know.
Back with Kim we go.
You know. Well, I don't see that, but there could be another woman he's been with before. You know what I'm saying? That between now and the next few months could, you know, maybe he's seeing her now and it'll get bumpy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I think at the end of the performance they remarried each other, and they kissed. So I mean, obviously there's something going on
between who, him and
Kim. Like, and she just came out, and there's articles on TMZ right now where Kim is holding on to the West name. She's like, I'm still a West. So she feels some. Yeah. I think she genuinely does care for him. Yeah,
I don't see that really working out long term, to be very honest with you at all. Now that could be, again, just propaganda. You know what I'm saying? On some level, but. It doesn't look really good for Kanye right now on an emotional level. Business, he'll get through some stuff coming up here, but no, there's problems here for him. And he's a Gemini man. He has a big appetite for women, make no mistake.
So let me just ask this, though. So was the concert satanic, or was it channeled? No. Okay, so it was just a different level of spirituality.
It was misdirected intention.
Misdirected intention.
Because there is no way I'm on the stage, I'm going to invoke my mother's energy. I can do that in my room at night when I'm sleeping or in a church or when I'm praying. There's no reason why I'd want to get all these people who I don't even know involved in my intimate spiritual life or involved in my mother's energy, because we're all sharing it now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
Now, if I want everybody to adore my mother and I want to have a special moment for her at my concert or my show or whatever I'm doing, I could have a nice picture of her, dedicate a song to her maybe, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And do
some imagery.
Yeah, and that's going to draw her, you know what I'm saying?
Of course.
And that would be proper. That would be proper. But Kanye, you're out there, dog.
But he thinks he thinks he's a god at this point.
Well, he is a god, but so am I. But I might be a little bit more smarter god on that level, helping him out. I know he's told people, you ain't got shit, I got it, so your opinion don't matter. And he's right. I would never take advice from people who are not smarter than me, and he's pretty smart. He's been very, but I want to also include, not only he's been smart and a genius at some point, but he's also been very lucky.
You think so?
Yes, very, very lucky. And I feel at some point he's still lucky where he's at. So he doesn't want to change that by getting too stupid.
Yeah.
And like I said, I see issues of him overspending money. I could be wrong.
I totally see that.
Just because these people have money, and let's face it, he might not have a top hit right now in the top 10 or whatever it is. Does he?
I would say that the 3 listening parties have generated more money than it would have came if it would have streamed. So this is the first artist in history that's made this much money. So I know he's getting paid. But where that money's going, who knows? I mean, he shut down the stadium for like weeks at a time. That's the kind of money he's spending.
Yeah, so that's where, again, there could be a real problem for him with that.
So I'm kind of glad that we talked about the spirituality aspect. I know this might be a little bit of a sensitive conversation, but Nene Leakes, rest in peace, Greg Leakes, she's one of the biggest.
I don't even know who she is.
She's one of the biggest housewives in the franchise, and she was the main housewife of Nene Leakes. So
is that here right here? You wrote her down right
here? Yeah, Nene Leakes right here. She's a Sag. And so,
oh, my date of birth, December 13th.
yeah. So basically, because I'm really curious about what's going to happen. Is she going to take a break? She was supposed to be starting on the Housewives franchise. Is this going to make her, is she going to take a break? Kind of what's next for her now that she's kind of back in the media?
So she's alive.
She's alive, yes, but Greg passed away yesterday.
Yeah, well, the third time here on Earth, she's, excuse me, everybody. I'm sure you might have a hard time hearing me. No, so we have her to be third time here on Earth, Angel Michael, Color Blue, Sag. Go Sag, go girl. We're both December 13th. You got to be very, very special. Yes, very, very optimistic. But for her also, I feel that she's still learning how to communicate intimately. Expression is very, very important for her. She needs a lot of plants around her. Her immediate family is important for her, whether it's the family she was born with or the family she kind of creates for herself. Very creative on that level, an artist in a couple different ways, I feel. Right now, she's in a 2 cycle. I know that because that's what I'm in.
And so in the 2 cycle...
It's all about balance, man. You're being challenged right now, Nene. Nene, you're being challenged right now.
She has had a lot of challenges, like with the opening of her new restaurant, with the Housewife franchise. Yeah,
and listen to your women's intuition, Nene. Things are going to get better after your birthday this year. You're going to go into a 3 cycle, so the money should start flowing better for these different ventures you're in now, and you should hopefully see some success with that. But let's look at her real quick. Nene Leakes, huh?
Yeah, like what kind of energies are surrounding her? Is she going to be going? Is this going to put her on a hiatus?
Nene Leakes. I seek to know for Nene Leakes to stay where she's at, where she's going. Major focus on her immediate vibration, life in general. And we seek to know for Nene Leakes, where she's at, where she's going, her immediate vibration, life in general. Now, there is going to be a strike in Hollywood and across the United States for actors coming up here.
Are you predicting this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you heard it first.
Yeah. So, got a little inside person. There's some rumors on the streets about that, but yeah, that's happening for sure.
And can we say?
Well, probably by the end of this month.
No. But can we the reasoning behind why they're doing it?
Nobody's negotiating properly, for money and different things like that with this COVID stuff going on. But this is for Nene Leakes, and she's, she is in a lot of ways considered to be the perfect woman. Nene. Mm-hmm. She also has the angel Raphael with her. She's, made major accomplishments in this life for sure.
She has.
Her mother, there's something going on with her mother, I feel, possibly. And that's in the vibration there. I'm also showing, too, that maybe she's had some resentment with another person recently.
She's had a lot of resentment with a lot of people.
There's been disappointments for her in the past with love. People close to her believe that she has an overworked imagination. What do you think, Johnny?
Yes.
So, Nene, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nene, stop it. Stop overthinking things. Some people think that you're only having illusionary success with everything you want. You're applying for, she's an actress?
She was a housewife. She's done Broadway. She's just done it all. She's her own walking brand at this point.
Yeah, well, her brand, no matter how unstable you feel, Nene, between now and the next 30, 45 days, you're going to have some partial success with business. What I do feel is that you might have a couple different businesses, maybe 3 altogether, and maybe at some point you got people who are working for you who aren't doing the job, period.
Well, we know that by the Yelp reviews from Lenithia Lounge.
Yeah, and see, I know nothing about this. My sidekick right here, she's my road dog. She knows all that. I don't know shit. So I looked
at your Yelp reviews.
So yeah, you can trust Ashley knows what she's talking about, and that's why we do business together.
Yes.
So yeah, there's a lot there to be said about that. But there's also a feeling of relationships gone astray. Maybe at some point you are so busy you don't have time for yourself, which all work and no play makes Nene a very dull girl. You are a Sagittarius. I do see you wanting to take a trip out of the country. I do see some world travel there for sure. But I see also between now and the next few months, you're being very critical of certain people and critiquing them and giving them constructive advice for themselves. You're also having some pretty powerful dreams that I'd probably write down and listen to. There will be a day coming up here where in the next 45, 60 days, you might not be feeling good, and you will just have to take a few days off and just kind of relax and chill out. overall, all conflicts are stalemates for you in this life for the next few months. Nobody wins, nobody loses, and that's probably a relationship at work, or also too on the intimate level in some way.
I'm sorry, Nene.
Yeah, Nene, I don't know you, but I'm sorry too. I will pray for you, Nene. I promise.
No, I mean, I know you Sagittarius can see another Sag from a mile away, you understand the mindset.
And I do see Nene getting a new car, so.
All right, girl. Well, I guess treat yourself. You deserved it. You worked really hard. Well, thank you so much. Now, Athena, let me ask you, how much time do we have left? I don't want to go over.
We need to ask our executive producer, how much time do we have?
I have one more person.
10, 15 minutes.
Okay, 10 minutes. Okay.
Alrighty then. Okay, so then now we will move on to talking
Sage
about.
Is going good.
I know it never
God.
burns like that. Emotional instability. I'm sure, as you guys know, Lizzo just came out with her new song after 2 years hiatus with Cardi B featured on the album. Now, this also brought a lot of controversy because Lizzo's a little out there. So Lizzo is very body positive, and she tries to be.
You mentioned this to me earlier.
She tries to be like the representative of
girls,
of the bigger women. The
big girls. I like big butts, and I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I mean,
how's it go, Tina?
So basically, I'm sure you guys have seen her in like her thong dress when she went to like one of the basketball games. But it's really odd to me how she's. Stop it, Travis. But it's really odd to me how usually after she comes up with something so body positive, she also is equally crying on Instagram and other social media platforms.
Well, the poor girl is hosting many entities inside of her personality, I'm sure.
To be honest, it's probably true. So I wanted to see if maybe you could read some of the energies around her. Is she unstable?
Well,
or
let's
is she genuinely...
just check out here for Lizzo. I don't know anything about her. I only know what you've told me.
This is what makes it even better. This is what makes it better because he knows nothing about any of these people. So when he's like hitting the nail on the head, it's always exciting.
Let's see here.
So, like, is she really body positive, or is she just, like, pushing herself because of the industry and all the drama and bullshit that, I guess, encapsulates that?
Well, third time here on Earth, which means that she probably has a tough time balancing her mental body. She could be bipolar, to be very honest with you. So I'm definitely going to say right now that she's got a problem with her mental chemistry besides her physical. So she has a chemistry imbalance, chemical imbalance, excuse me. And it's going to be affecting her ovaries, her lower body parts, the whole 9 yards. And this is probably past life related for her. So I feel for you, Lizzo. Likes her privacy. An artist, very creative on more than one level. Angel Michael's in the house. Let's see her cycle, though, right now.
The last music video sucked dick. I'm sorry. I just have to say that. You might need to edit that, Athena. I'm sorry.
No, not at all.
It was the worst.
Not at all. It sucked, Lizzo. It sucked dick, okay? Now, for most of the time, that phrase is really good for guys like me. But in your case, it's bad. It's bad.
It was just really bad.
And Ashley would know. I didn't see it, but I would take Ashley's word. And there's nothing wrong with having something bad because it just makes you turn out something more positive.
Yeah, you need to come up with something better, girl.
Yeah, and I trust her. I haven't seen it, but I trust her on that.
Let's not talk about that video from Suki Hana.
Yeah, but...
No comment.
Yeah, you're in a 9 cycle right now, Lizzo, so be very, very careful. You can't trust people. And again, people this past year in the business who've been disappointing you, in your new cycle, they could be betraying you in some way. There's cautions about doing anything recreational that's dangerous in your 9 cycle. Angel Gabriel is showing you right now who you can trust and who you cannot trust. So listen and learn. Your big time is coming, obviously next year.
When you're in your 1 cycle.
When you're in your 1 cycle, which is next spring. So next spring is going to be a great time for you. I kind of feel like you're gathering things right now. Maybe you're putting some stuff out there, which is okay. Like she said, maybe you're in a 9 cycle, so things maybe are not going the way you want them to. That could be other people trying to control you and direct your life and bringing you into shit that people don't like.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Into Hollyweird.
That's what I'm sensing. But, as an artist, you got to be true to yourself no matter what it costs for money. It's you being the artist. And right now is not the time for really making those big changes to reinvent yourself. This is not the time to reinvent yourself. This is the time to go low and into your spiritual realm and move in secrecy and not tell you what's going on. And I know you want to make money and you're trying to get back out there, and you will, but maybe not in the way you're thinking right now. You know, and that's just the way I would call that in some way, because you still have new beginnings coming. When your crown chakra opens up next year on your birthday, it's all about you and new ideas, new beginnings, new image, everything. Remember Madonna, she's done that how many times? Cher, I mean, all these different goddesses, all these different little divas, they've reinvented themselves.
It's funny that you mentioned goddess, because remember the like 1995 Hercules that we like had as growing up?
Yeah.
That's what the whole video is based off of. Like,
Wow.
So speaking of goddess, I wonder if that was predicted in her astrology chart.
Yeah. You never know. But, you know, again, there could be a chemical, mental imbalance there for her that she has to deal with.
So is she really body positive? Would you feel confident in saying that?
You know, on some level, I would have to see it because she's doing it. You have to be confident to do that shit, right? Is that true?
To be honest, I feel like sometimes to stay relevant,
All right,
you do shit you don't want to do.
We're gonna ask that question.
We're gonna
on
ask the
Lizzo.
question.
This is a reading on Lizzo, the artist.
And I hate to say this, but Sean, shout out to Sean Davey.
And that's her. That ain't me, Lizzo.
No,
that's her. Okay.
I was gonna say he calls her Burger Lizzo, and I thought it was the nicknames just stuck.
And I have no clue. But we seek to know for Lizzo if she's.
Is she's really body positive? Is she
really body positive with what she does and how she
game
portrays
that
herself?
Yeah, is she about the game she's actually speaking?
What she's talking here with. That's got to be very hard. You got to give her props for that, man. You know, a true diva does that shit. You know, and stays consistent with it no matter what anybody else feels or says. That's when you got the true power. When you don't care what anybody else says, that's when you got the power. That's when you got the power.
I think that way about Kanye. He's past that level of not giving a fuck about what anyone thinks, which is powerful. It is.
Until you lose all your money, then there's no more power. But anyway, we're back here on
to lose a
Lizzo.
bill, I'm sure.
Yes, she is.
She really is about that.
She really is. Okay. And you know what? She's making some changes. You know, maybe she's being told she makes some changes, and that could be with the industry in some way. She's trying to rebirth herself. Things have been moving slow. She's had some depression in the past. Okay, big deal. She needs to be careful about getting screwed out of money in the next few months here with contracts and things of that nature. I do see some great new beginnings coming for her in the next 45, 60-day time frame for information. And I see her getting on top of her health and her mental stability.
Good job.
Having some good stuff coming up here for herself.
Yeah, her layout's actually a lot better than most people. So good job, Lizzo.
Yeah, and there could be some cosmetic surgery I see coming for her too. We'll see how that works out.
You're probably gonna take the dive.
So we'll see.
She's gonna take the dive. Well, all right.
Okay, now before we hang up.
Yes.
I'm gonna have a card in my left hand.
Yes.
And I'm going to have a card in my right hand. And tonight, before we end this podcast, this episode on YouTube, baby, because it's only on YouTube, baby, just for you, baby.
Yes.
So tonight, for YouTubers out there checking in with us for Celebrity Predictions, I got a treat for you. So I'm going to give you the opportunity to pick two different cards. And in my left hand, one card, right hand, another. So think about it. What hand do you want? Which hand do you think is going to be good for you? Listen to your higher self. If you have a question or you want to know what's going on, if you picked my right hand, you have the King of Swords. So maybe right now you need to go to the doctor, okay? Or maybe right now you need to talk to a lawyer.
I was going to say wise counsel.
Wise counsel, possibly. You know, this could also indicate, too, that you're a very strong mental individual and that you know how to manifest if this card is representing you, possibly and you're an air sign. Now, if you picked my left hand, we have the World card. So at some point there could be some feelings of movement after some stagnation and delays. Let's face it, with COVID, there's been delays with everything. This could also be a time where you're attaining some goals. Maybe you just graduated and completed some studies for yourself. But this is a great, great card. Also, this card says you're going to Hawaii, Tina. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. So,
well, does it really? Let me write that down. I have no idea.
So I'm making that prediction right now too. So I hope you like that. I hope it made sense. Please leave a comment on that one too.
And subscribe and share with your friends.
Yeah, that's right, baby. Subscribe. So come on, YouTube. Give us a break now. This is West Coast shit here. You got to support your local shaman. You know what I'm saying?
True that.
And true that. You bet.
True that.
And we got the goddess right here, Ashley. Life coach, Pisces life coach on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
And then you got me. You can come into the Celebrity Predictions and leave your message right here on my YouTube channel.
Or go check out The Spiritual Life with Travis Tidwell.
Check out The Spiritual Life, like behind us here. Or also check out my album, Time Has Come, on Spotify, iTunes, Pandora. There's a lot there that I have to offer. So please subscribe. Check it all out. And we hope to see you again. And we want to thank you so much for your support. We had just an overwhelming supply, over 100 hits in just a very short time, which has been really, really good. Very, very excited. And I can only hope and pray that what we've shared with this information this day would be a blessing, a bit of Anna's service, and be true coming up here for these people. And we just want to say, God bless you, your families, your friends, your pets, and God bless planet Earth. So be it.
So be it.